Hello, I'm Misty. I'm actually a certified professional makeup artist, and I'm on here today. I just want to show you really easily how you can achieve 4 different makeup looks for your eyes using our newest Aloette Jetsetter makeup palette. So this has 9 different shadows. There's some really pretty colors in here. They're all pretty neutral, other than the Cabo, which is a nice kind of like a periwinkle. It's like a cross between an eggplant and a like mauve color. It's so pretty. Anyways, that one's like purpley tone, but the rest of them are a mix between matte and shimmer, and they're all neutrals. The trend for the fall winter is definitely metallics. So these have some really gorgeous metallics in there. So I'm going to keep this as short as possible, and I'm just going to get right to it and show you the 4 different makeup looks. So I'm going to, in between each look, wipe away my eyeshadow and go to the next look, just so that you can follow along with me and we can get in as much as possible. So again, these are the palette. These are the colors that I'm going to be using. So just as a refresher, there's a highlighter, an all over base color, and then there's contouring, which is going to be in the inner corner. So when I say the names, you'll be able to see which one is which. And if you have this palette, you'll be able to follow along with me. Okay, so the very first look that I want to do is inspired by my look today that I'm wearing. I love the purple, especially for fall. So we are going to use the Monte Carlo as the highlighter. So that one goes all over, all underneath the eyebrow. Then the next color is going to be the all over the lid color. So this is the highlight. So as you can see, it's pretty shimmery. It's really, really pretty. It's a very neutral, kind of got a little bit of a yellow undertone to it. It's really nice. Then I'm going to use Venice. So I personally love Venice. Now keep in mind for your skin tone, if you're somebody that's super fair, I got a little bit of color on me right now, so I like this color for myself. But if you are very fair, instead of Venice, you could do Santorini instead. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Sometimes you need to alter it, unless you don't mind a little bit of a darker look, because it'll look a little darker on you if you are more fair. So we're gonna do the Venice all over the lid up into where you put the highlight. So this one's a matte. I like to balance the matte between the matte and shimmers. I don't like to typically use shimmer like all over for all colors. Just think it's a little bit much, but it's personal preference. Okay, now the third step for this, and then we're gonna be done the first look, is gonna be the Cabo. So the Cabo is that kind of purpley periwinkle, and that one's gonna go in the crease. So by the crease, I usually start right here. So when you're doing your shadow, just keep in mind, you don't want to go past where the end of your eyebrow is to the end of your eye. It's kind of like a 45-degree angle. You don't want to go past that mark. Otherwise, you're going to get into like a cat eye look. So, so this one I find it's really easy if you just kind of start it where you don't want to go past, which is about here, and then you just kind of bring it in slightly, and you go back and forth like windshield wipers. And then if you'd like to bring it downwards to kind of make it like a sideways V, you can, but typically just a little bit along that line, you'll be able to see that pop of color, a little bit of that shadow there. Do the same on the other side. This purpley kind of Cabo color is great for brown eyes. It really makes them pop because not very many things are contrasting color to brown eyes, but pretty much all the other colors in here, if you have blue, green, hazel eyes, they're all gonna make them pop even more. So that's kind of just the first look. If you feel like something's not blended as well, so I'm looking at this eye, just take your eyeshadow brush, and all you do is kind of just go over it a little bit and you blend it out until you get the desired look that you like. But that's the colors that you can use if you want kind of a nice purpley smoky eye. And if you want it a little bit lighter than this, then instead of the Venice, you're gonna use Santorini over here, okay? So that is the first look. I'll just look downwards so you can kind of see a little bit more what it looks like and from far away. Okay, so on to the next look. I'm gonna just wipe this away. And our next look is gonna use some metallic-y colors. And I'm gonna keep the highlighter because it's actually gonna be the same for this look. So I'm gonna keep the highlighter, which is the Monte Carlo, which will be a dominant highlight look because it's the lightest one in this palette. So there you go. Okay, I think I got most of that off. Yeah, okay. So first look, eyeshadow, so second look here. First color is the Monte Carlo as the highlight, which is already done from the first look. Then we're gonna do Santorini. So that one's a little bit lighter, kind of light beige color. So it's this one right here. We're gonna put that one as the base. So that one's gonna be the all over color. So you can see how it's a little bit lighter, especially on my skin tone. But again, if you're more fair, it'll look more neutral, natural for you. But this is still a really nice look because it really brightens the eye using a really light shadow all over. So don't forget to get it like in the crease, and it makes it like pop a little bit more as well too. Okay, so that's gonna be the base color. Okay, and then the crease is gonna be Maui. Maui is this kind of, it's again, kind of like an earthy brown, has a little hint of, again, a little purple in there, but nothing crazy. And that's gonna be the crease. So this one's using one of the darker kind of metallic-y colors, just to show you the placement up against a really light one. You can see there the placement, and then you take your brush and you just blend it in. So it should always, even though you're using different colors, it should never look like you have like 3 lines or 3 different colors. They should all kind of blend and transition nicely. But this one's a really pretty color if you like a little bit darker, or if you're just, again, maybe wearing something that matches that, or you just want a little bit extra on your eyes. So still looks really nice, looks natural because of the balance between the Santorini. Okay, so again, if you have this palette, try these looks out because they'll look good together, but they'll look a little different on everyone based on their eye color and their skin tone. Okay, so that's the second look done. And I'm gonna wipe this off. And we're gonna do our third look. I'm gonna wipe off the highlight. Typically when you're doing your shadow, and I know that I'm wiping it off, so obviously it doesn't make sense for me to do that, but typically you would put Heavenly Sheen as your eye primer to make your shadow stay longer, and it helps it so it doesn't crease. Or you could use your foundation that you're using as well. That's what I normally do in between, but because I wanted to try to show multiple looks in a short amount of time, that's not gonna be possible. Okay, so eyeshadow off. And then the third look, just cleaning my brushes in between. So this one is gonna be the metallic look. So that one is Sonoma. So that one is the middle one there. That one's got like a nice coppery color. And then we're gonna use Santorini as the highlight. So we're gonna do Santorini under the brows as the highlight. And then we're gonna do Sonoma. So this one's, instead of using 3 colors, this one's just using the 2. But you can see how beautifully pigmented our shadows are. And a little goes a long way, and they just blend like butter. So this one's a really nice fall look, especially because, again, the metallics are really in right now. So if you really didn't want your eyes too crazy, maybe you want to have a brighter lip, then you can just sweep this one all over, and it's a gorgeous color, and it's not too dark. Like, it's a really pretty color. It doesn't look too dark. If you did Maui all over, that one would look really smoky, but this one just looks super pretty. Okay, so that's that look. Do you like it? I think it's pretty. I wore this the other day on the weekend. It was a really nice fall, kind of nice neutral look. So that is using just Sonoma and Santorini, okay? And then we're gonna do a very similar one next. I'm gonna wipe this away. I really like this look. I hate washing these off. I'll probably go back to this one. Okay, and then we have final look, and then I'll do a couple extra little tips as well, and then we're done. And then I want you to try these out if you have this palette or similar colors, but this palette's amazing. Okay, so I'm just gonna wash my brushes in between. A little thing here. Okay, last one I'm doing is, okay, Monte Carlo again as the highlight. Okay, so just right under the brows again. And then this one I had a little bit of the Venice. So this is a very neutral brown look. So we're gonna do the Venice, and then we're gonna do Barcelona, which is the darker brown. So again, brown is a contrasting color to like blue, green eyes. It'll make it really pop, but it looks really, really natural. So we're gonna do the Venice all over, and then we're gonna do Barcelona as the crease here. Okay, so couple tips. Whatever color you're using as the crease. So for this instance, it's the Barcelona, it's the dark brown, right? This one. Whatever color you have that you use on as a crease, I always recommend, if you like this look, and especially again, if you're going out or you're getting your picture taken, it really makes a big difference. Take your angled brush and you use the same shadow and you use it underneath your eyes as an eyeliner, but it's super subtle and it looks really, really natural. So you can do that with any of the colors. So if you have Monte Carlo on, if you have the Cabo, whichever ones you like, just kind of add it underneath and it gives it a really nice kind of eyeliner type look. Sorry, any fallout, I just take this little brush. Yeah, so that's what I would do for that. Okay, and it just completes it. And if you want it darker, we also have the Vegas and the New York, which is a nice gray, silver, sparkly, and then this one's matte black. You can totally use those ones as eyeliners, top or bottom, okay? So that's the 4 looks. I will write them out as well too, so that you have them to reference back. But that's it. That's my little eyeshadow tutorial. So there's 4 different looks and they're really pretty and these will look good on everyone. So if you have this, give it a try. If not, you need to get your hands on this palette. It's literally so pretty. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day.